Good morning, trading world. It is March 31st, 2022, 8:38 a.m., and this is my pre-market outlook and technical analysis for day trading the SPY. Yesterday, I got a lot of questions on the gap and what I thought the day meant. So going back to yesterday's, technically speaking, we got a pause candle, and I was telling a lot of people we needed to wait for yesterday's close to see what was paired with that pause candle. And we got our bearish candle behind the pause candle. Let me get some drawing tools up here. All right. I'm referring to this as the pause candle. And we need to see, whenever we get a pause candle, it's important to see what happens with the next candle behind it. You have to pair it together to actually get a pattern. So we did get our bearish candle behind this, but it didn't close down on the heel of the pause candle like I would have expected. This would be the heel or the bottom of that pause candle. I forget what it's called. If this candle had been a Maribozu candle, where it's just this long straight drop and closing on the heel, that would have been a very ominous sign for the drop coming. But since we didn't get that, we got a bearish candle, but it's not the bearish candle that I was looking for. So what this tells me, what we have to look forward to is continued consolidate, a pop, and then a drop. So, which kind of lines up with where we are in the month. If you know anything about new fund flows that happen every first, second, and third of each new month, where all that new retirement money is put to work, it lines up. So we're probably going to consolidate, revisit some of the lows here before making a pop on the first and second. And then we'll have to reevaluate where we are to see if we see the signs of that drop taking place. But in my estimation, after the first or second is going to be a great time to start getting some swing shorts in place. So that's what I got from the candle patterns yesterday. Also remember, VIX will be late to the party on this drop. So if you base things, or if you pay really close attention to VIX, it's going to have you behind paying close attention to that. But I am running behind myself this morning, so let's get up to the key levels of the day. Alright, here we are with the key levels of the day, starting on the resistance side. We have Jack resistance at 459 to the 460 area. We have Queen resistance at the 461 through 462 area. And King resistance all the way up at 463 to 467. On the support side, we have Jack support at 458 to 457 area. Queen support, we have it at the 456 to 455 area, and king support we have 454 to 452 area. Looking at the thesis for today, the main thesis is bullish, closing above 458.70 with a projected high or target of 459 to 463. The alternate thesis is bearish, closing below 458.70 with a projected lower target of 455 down to 452. The time frame in control is now the 4 hour, as the daily continues to ride in overbought territory. The current channel we are in is 453 all the way up to 470, with the minor channel being 453 to 463. The next minor channel above is 463 up to 470. That brings us into our scenarios for today. All right. Our first scenario again is our expansive range day structure. We could look to set a decision area upper boundary around the jack or queen resistance area, more likely the jack area, before we start to chop lower. And it's going to take a couple tries. We're going to chop lower and then try to get the rally going, and then it'll probably disappear and we'll push boundaries even lower. And at some point today, we probably hit a low somewhere around the 456 area. And that's where the march back up will start. So that is the expansive range day structure, and it is the most probable of structures to happen today. All right, our next structure or day structure could be our rounded reversal day type structure. We could get a continued push lower toward the jack or queen support area and find midday chop around either that queen or king support area before reversing and spending the same amount of energy or force that we had coming down. We could have that same force going back up the second half of the day. Also be aware of the vice versa scenario, which would look pretty much like this for the rounded reversal day type structure. All right, scenario number 3 is our trend day up, which as we speak is kind of fading. We just had some reports reports are dropping, and it's kind of pushing us further away. So there's going to be a vice versa warning on this trend day up structure. On the trend day up, we open gap up and start with a slight fade back towards the previous close. And from there, we find support on or before that previous close, then begin with the uptrend for the morning. We find midday chop around either the possible queen or king resistance area. And I'm definitely going to say there is a chance for a vice versa scenario happen that will look pretty much like this, which would be our trend day down structure. Right now, the market is fighting, trying to hold on to gains from overnight, and it's a fight. So we're drifting back and forth into different territories that kind of put us in different, that makes or really close to changing the probability for the different day structures. So that's why I'm kind of waffling back and forth as I watch the charts right now, because it's changing on me as I speak. But those are the scenarios of the day. As always, please know and understand your risk. Protect your capital at all costs. I want to give you a reminder. I haven't set a date yet, but soon I will be taking some time, or taking vacation time in the month of April. And I'll probably be taking close to the entire month off. So I just wanted to give you a heads up for those of you that follow me. Just wanted to make sure that you all have that notice. As always, hoping this helps. Wishing you a positive trading day. Have a great one.